Hello and welcome to Solent News. I'm Leanne Castle with your 4 p.m. bulletin. A 19-year-old girl from Dorset is still missing. The investigation into her disappearance continues. Gaia Pope, who suffers from severe epilepsy, was last seen in Swanage over a week ago. This afternoon, police have discovered items of a woman's clothing in a field near Swanage. It is not clear if these belong to Gaia Pope. On Tuesday, 2 people were arrested on suspicion of murder but have since been released. Pope's family remain hopeful and have asked the public to search their garages and vans to help find her. Portsmouth Council is considering creating a buffer zone outside an abortion clinic. This comes after a series of pro-life protests took place over the last few weeks. The council has voted to explore what they have called every possible option and the necessary reassurance and security that all women need. A public spaces protection order is one solution being considered. If breached, this order can result in a fine or fixed penalty notice. Plans for an Olympic-sized ice rink in Winchester have been thrown into doubt after the City Council has said the site isn't for sale. Ethos Development Limited, the masterminds behind the project, discussed the development with Winchester councillors last night. Our reporter, Valentina Blanco, is in Winchester to tell us more.
Here in Winchester, I'm standing where the new sport complex is planned to be built. This new leisure centre will cost £37 million, will include an Olympic-sized swimming pool, an ice rink, as well as hotel and restaurants. The development is supported by Olympic figure skate champions Jane Toniel, Christopher Dean and Robert Cousins. However, some councillors have slammed the decision, telling that this will cost too much for the future. Valentina Blanco from Solent Journalism.
New proposals could mean the return of the Southampton Tourism Information Centre. Civic chiefs say that God's House Tower on Town Quay could be a suitable home for the new facility. But there is debate within the City Council on where the money for the centre will come from and whether one is even needed. If the proposals do go ahead, they could cost £2.4 million. A new drug that could help thousands of women with advanced breast cancer could soon be available on the NHS in England. Joining me now to talk to us is our health correspondent, William Sancroft. So, William, tell me about the drugs.
Well, Leanne, the Institute of Cancer Research has labelled these new drugs as a breakthrough for those suffering with advanced breast cancer. Now, the drugs, which are ribociclib and palbociclib, will be available on NHS England very soon. And what the drugs do is they slow down the advance of the cancer for an average of up to 10 months, which is massive. And also what they do is they delay certain treatment like chemotherapy.
So how much is this all going to cost?
Well, each drug does cost £2,950 each for each cycle. However, the health regulator has agreed a certain discount for these drugs.
Thank you, William. Who delivers presents over Christmas? Is it Santa Claus or your parents? Regardless, online shopping and next day deliveries will flood Hampshire's post offices in the lead up to the holidays. Tommy Colito found out more.
This time of year is busy all over the UK, and Southampton is no exception. Postal and delivery services will be putting in many extra hours to ensure everyone gets their presents on time. Dave Nowick of Royal Mail gave me insight into what happens behind closed doors and what he's expecting over the Christmas period.
Generally in November we get an influx in parcels initially, generally around the half term for a couple of weeks. That then subsides before the beginning of December, and then the main traffic, as they call the mail, the traffic increases generally from the beginning of December, which they call Christmas pressure, which is then the 3 weeks up to Christmas. And then it just sort of like starts off slow build up, then all of a sudden boom, it just hits, and it's pretty mental.
It's not just Royal Mail that will be affected by these pressures. These days, websites offer next day delivery on most products. But really, how unnecessary is this? TNT employee Scott Benison expressed his opinion when it comes to the effect this will have on the services.
Everyone just expects it these days. So because we're in such a place, an environment where we can get everything, they just expect that you should have it, and can't just take a week out and go, actually, I don't really need it.
He then went on to talk about his Christmas plans. giving a positive side to the stress that the job brings.
When it comes to Christmas, I'm gonna see my mum. I'm gonna eat loads of food. I'm gonna break my little veggie thing. I'm gonna eat all of the meat, all of the gravy, lashings of spuds, and just drink good booze. And just enjoy my family. I think that's what you have to do every Christmas day.
Retail isn't the only aspect of UK business getting Christmas ready. All industries will rely on postal services to deliver their stock on time. So, what completes a good month in postal work? I'd say it's all in the delivery. Tommy Colito, reporting for Solent News.
Southampton Solent's annual graduate job fair is in full swing today. Our reporter Barry Young is live from the Spark.
We're here at Southampton Solent University, where the Placement and Graduates Job Fair is well underway. With over 40 employers ranging from the NHS to B&Q, there is a variety of avenues to explore. Stalls are giving information regarding their field as well as freebies. There is also the opportunity to get help with your CV and LinkedIn profiles from professionals. As you can see, it's still very busy behind me, giving the impression of another successful jobs fair.
As December gets closer, the city is putting on the glitz. But what gets us in the mood for turkey and crackers? In Southampton, everyone has a different idea about what makes them feel Christmassy.
Being at home when it's kind of dark and cold, but like everything's lit up, but closer to Christmas, not now.
As soon as I see the mince pies in Sainsbury's, it feels a bit like Christmas. Then I have to buy a bottle of sherry.
Shopping. The lights, the carols.
The Coca-Cola advert is quite a Christmassy one. You know, Christmas is coming when that's here. Just hearing music in the stores. Christmas market, things like that.
That's all from us today. I'm Leanne Castle. Have a nice evening.